My name is Mary Jocelyn A. Ortega. I am going to demonstrate an intervention technique designed to assist students to participate in teacher-assigned activities, or, as it is better known, to stay on task. The goal is to work towards 20 uninterrupted minute increments, regardless of the subject matter, time of day, or activity. This technique can also be incorporated in the student's home, not just in the classroom. As the teacher or parent executing this process, you will need some basic materials. First, a way to keep track of time in the form of a stopwatch, a kitchen timer, clock, cell phone, etc. Second, and more importantly, a reward system in which the student is familiar with and buys into, in this case, tickets for the weekly raffle. Once these have been established, follow these easy steps. The day before the intervention technique is executed, be sure the student is informed of the procedures and goals. Go over the steps so that they are aware of what to expect the next day, and attach the list onto their desktop as a reminder. If possible, teach the student how to set the timer themselves. Also, look over the lesson plans for the following day and find activities that the student is most likely to enjoy, perhaps a subject they like. It is important to set up the student for success so that they will be encouraged to do so in future attempts of this intervention activity. On the day of the intervention, set aside a moment to speak with the student and remind him of what is going to happen and point to the list and timer on his desk. At the determined part of the day, the teacher will assign a task to the entire class. The teacher will then ask the student if he has any questions. After those have been addressed, the timer will be started. If the student is able to stay on task for 3 uninterrupted minutes, the student is rewarded with a ticket for the weekly raffle. This procedure is repeated again with another activity later in the day. The amount of time should be increased by 1 minute increments after the student is consistently successful for 3 consecutive days, until the goal of 20 continuous minutes of staying on task is reached. The teacher can then use this intervention technique throughout the school year. It is important that the teacher keep track of which types of assignments or subjects were more successful than others. This way, both the teacher and student can better determine what the next steps should be.